Good night, Amy. Have a good one. Hey, Amy, I got something for you. That Amy, who you get to put the mailbox up for you downstairs? Who you get to put the mailbox, the box up for you downstairs? Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Where you get the little label thing from? I'll email you what to put on. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll be happy to do that. So it already had a hole down there. Man, you lucked out, man. There's two more holes down there that there was another box. Let me go see this. Yeah. Okay. Chantel, see you done join us.
Hi, Larry. Yeah, I'm here. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm good. I'm good. Had to run
Good.
downstairs. I had to run downstairs for a minute.
That's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Because
Okay.
on Thursdays, what happens is I have a career opportunity, a career overview at 7 o'clock. So I do this training
Uh-huh.
from like 5:30 till about 6:30, and then I get ready for my 7 o'clock.
Okay.
What I take and do with you, since nobody else has got up here yet, there's something else that I want to show when some of the other people come up here. But what you wanted to know is you wanted to know about the strip, right?
Great.
Okay. Now, what type of time do you have? Do you work a regular job or what?
Yeah, I work a full-time job.
Full-time jobs from like 9 to 5 or something like that?
Yeah, like 9 to 5, 9 to 5:30. It just
Yeah.
depends on what I got
See,
going on.
see what I do for the agents so they can pretty much see how it flows. But I don't know how I better do it with you since you got a regular job. I do what we doing now on Zoom, and then I let them listen in on me calling.
Okay. What times is the set times you do that? Because depending on my meeting schedule, I could potentially join.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Let me let you while I got you here, I'm gonna let you listen to what I just did the other day.
Okay.
And here's what I do. Basically, all you're doing is you're calling the people who are already requesting information. So when you're calling them, you basically just tell them, hey, hello, Chantel, this is Chantel with Senior Life Insurance Company. The reason why I'm reaching out to you today because you responded to one of our Facebook ads.
Mm-hmm.
Did I catch you at a bad time? They may say, yeah, you called me at a bad time. So you say, okay, well, when it be a better time? They may say, no, I'm good. What you got? What you want? And then you basically telling them that I want to make sure that I'm not wasting your time. So let me ask you this. Was this for yourself or was it for someone else?
Mm-hmm.
So you just try to get them engaged in the conversation, just find out who it's for. And then you want to ask them, is there any other than yourself? Is there anyone else that have to be involved in making this decision? If it's someone else that needs to be involved, you don't need to try to give them the spiel because they got to talk to somebody else.
Right. Okay.
So if it's a parent that's saying I need to talk to my daughter, I need to talk to my son. If it's a wife, somebody need to talk to my husband. Whoever, somebody else they need to talk to, you tell them, well, when they are available, I talk to both of y'all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want to talk to one of them and then all they're going to do is say, well, let me talk to the other one when I get back with you.
Okay, that makes sense.
All that's called is a one-legger.
Mm-hmm.
You're familiar with that term?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's what that's called. It's called a one-legger. You spend all your time talking to one person, and then when it's all said and done, then they turn around and talk to another person. So now you all that time talking to that person.
Mm-hmm.
When you should have just talked to
both at the same time. Yeah, that makes sense.
So you got to ask those questions, and then when you ask them to make sure I'm not wasting your time, was this for you or was it for someone else?
Mm-hmm.
You're doing that because you want to know who it's for, so you know how to gear your conversation.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to let you listen to this, what I did yesterday, and what I did with one of the agents yesterday. I just let her listen in on my call.
Okay.
And I gave you the script. I've emailed you the script, right?
Yeah, you sent it to me. I have it.
Okay.
I have it, and I looked at it. I just wanted to hear somebody else do it.
Yeah, you want to hear somebody else do it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I got it coming up now. So I just let you listen to a little bit of this. This lady right here, she already had insurance that I called the other day.
Okay.
But you'll listen how I handled her, because the only way you're gonna get good at it is just by doing it.
Mm-hmm.
That is the only way that you're gonna get good at it.
Yeah. That makes sense. I just need to get started.
Do you hear me dialing?
Yeah, I do.
Good morning, Carlin. This is Larry with Sail Life Insurance Company. With Sail Life Insurance Company. Is this Carlin Johnson? Hey, good morning, man. I have people with life insurance. Did I catch you at a bad time? No. Okay, the reason why I'm calling you is because you requested some information via Facebook about some of our life insurance options. And to make sure I'm not wasting your time, let me ask you this. Was this for yourself or someone else? That was for me, but I had some of that. Oh, you got some? Did you get that legacy insurance plan with the one that you got? Yeah. Also, you must got it with Sail Life Insurance Company because we're the only company that offers the legacy insurance. No, I got some insurance with with the United Health. Oh, you got it with United. You got it with Health Market, United Healthcare. It's all right. It's fine. All right. So, were you the one that requested information via Facebook so I can make sure I can check you off my list? Yeah. Okay. So you see what happened, Chantel?
Yeah.
She said she already had some. She said she already got it. But here's what I tell people when they said I already got it. I say, did you get that legacy insurance plan with it?
Mm-hmm.
And then she said, yeah, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, you must have got it from Senior Life, but we the only ones that can offer it. And now you see what I did?
Yeah.
And now she backpedaling. Then before I just cut it off, she just said she ain't want none, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
See, here's what you do. You ignore all of that and you keep rolling with your script. You understand?
Okay.
You keep rolling until they tell you to shut your freaking mouth or they hang up on you. All right. So watch this. Watch this. Yes, Carolyn Johnson at 13205 Ferguson Forest Street in Charlotte, North Carolina. Your birthday, December 28th, 1949. So that makes you 70. Yeah. Okay. Well, what you was looking at on Facebook with your life insurance was we saved people over $4,000 on their burial because if you get your casket, your headstone, and your vault locked in place for a set price, and that's what saves you on your funeral. So the policy that you got with United Healthcare, they won't offer you that. So that means it depends on what the funeral home is going to charge you for that casket headstone and that vault. So that's why funerals are so expensive. So every life insurance plan with Senior Life Insurance Company, we have alongside of our insurance plan also an assurance plan, which is the merchandise, and then we have Vivid benefits. Okay, let me ask you something else. Since I'm on the phone, how really does that now you see what happened? I kept rolling with her, regardless of what she was talking about. I went on and gave my spiel about we got that legacy assurance, and now she got questions for me, don't she?
Yeah.
Here's what happened. You would get a life insurance policy, and it's based on your age and your health. And say you would take out some life insurance, about $5,000 worth of insurance. What'll happen is, along with your insurance policy, you're gonna get the assurance plan, which is your casket, your headstone, and your vault. See that? So what I was doing, Chantel, is and I think I've sent that to you as well. There's questions that you ask a person to determine which plan do they qualify for, if it's a super preferred, a standard, or a modified or a guaranteed issue.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, and when you enter the information into the app, right, it comes back and tell you what the person qualifies for
yes, but
too.
see, here's what you want to do as the agent. You want to already know in your kind of know in your mind what they're going to qualify for.
Okay.
You know, because there's a sheet of there's two PDF files that I sent you, and it's talking about the plans, the 5 types of
Hmm.
plans. On that script that you reading to them, you asking them questions on that script about their medications, about their heart diseases, about the smoking and the height and the weight and stuff. And then
Hmm.
that's gonna let you know, depending on what they tell you, which plan they're gonna qualify for. Even
Okay.
because see, you asking questions. Here's what I do. I don't start putting the people information into the iPad until I
Uh-huh.
until I don't ask all them questions.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because see, I don't
Okay.
want to.
So do you have all of the questions up for each of the plans or just
Yeah.
okay.
Hey, and then I sent you an email that says info for new agents for your toolbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's in there.
Okay.
I think it's like 15 attachments. It's a bunch of attachments in there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
inside of that attachment is something that's called it's a PDF file. It's super preferred, standard, modified, and guaranteed issue. And while I'm asking all these questions before I start putting that information into my iPad, because say I start putting all that stuff on my iPad and then it's not even no sale. Now
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go on my iPad and delete it out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even put it in there until I get that person to a certain point to know that they're going to be a sale, and then
Mm-hmm.
I start putting their information inside of the iPad.
So do you write it down as you're getting the information
Yeah,
so
I'm
you don't
writing it
have to
down.
duplicate it? Okay.
Yeah, because see, here's what's happened. I got the lead card right here next to me with all the information on it. Because you heard me reading all her stuff to her, right? Like here's where you live at. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
because I got all the information. So that's letting them know that I got your information because you must have submitted it some kind of way. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna read it off to verify that this is you.
Right.
So I got their lead card right beside me. So when I start asking them questions about stuff, I'm writing it on this lead card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing it down, and then when I get to a certain point, then I'm going and I'm putting it inside of the iPad. So let me show you this. Then I go and I put it inside of the iPad.
Okay. Let
So
me ask you this. Is there a certain order as far as the products that's available that you go in when you're asking your questions to see what they qualify for?
um yeah, first of all, you never write an ultimate preferred unless you write it on yourself or you trying to write it on another family member, trying to save them some money, or you're trying to beat somebody else's price.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you just write super preferred because you will lose about 80% commission writing the ultimate preferred.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
never write ultimate prefers, even if the person qualifies for it. Just drop because the list gonna come up of all the plans they qualify for. Just
Okay.
drop down to the next plan, which is super preferred.
Okay.
Yeah, drop down to the next plan, which is super preferred. So the order is when it comes to immediate plans, it's super preferred,
Mm-hmm.
preferred, and then standard. And then when it comes to the limited plans, that mean they got a waiting period. It's going to be modified, which is a 2-year waiting period, and then guaranteed issue is a 3-year waiting period.
Okay.
Don't never write easy issues either, because what's going to happen? An easy issue is just like a guaranteed issue. It's still 3 years they got to wait, You're only going to be saving the customer about $2 or $3, but
Mhm.
you're going to be forfeiting about 50% commission of your own.
Okay.
Yeah. So even though the iPad show pull up that they qualify for Ultimate Refer, don't write it.
Mhm.
Do the next one. It'll pull up said they qualify for a um easy issue. Don't give it to them. Just take it down to guaranteed issue.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see. You can see me, right?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay.
Oh, you can't see me.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to see me?
Let me show you my.
I know I'd be like that at work sometimes. I just don't go on
Yeah.
camera.
It's all right. Let me show you. Let me show you my screen. Now here's the See, there's a lot of strips out there, and you can use whichever one is going to be comfortable for you. You can take and change it up and whatever's going to work best for you. So here's the one that I use right here. And what this is an 8-step roadmap to unlimited sales. 1, introduction. 2, qualified. 3, problem found. 4, wants problem solved and wants to hear the solution. 5, attention directed to the products. 6, aware of the products and how it solves their problem. 7, wants the products, and then 8, buys the products. So it goes from pre-presentation, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, down to 5. Then it's presentations. Now you're doing all the presentation down to 8, and then you close them down to for them to buy the product. Because until the customer owns the product, they're not gonna buy the product.
Okay.
So you got to get them to own it. So you got to take them through these steps. So the first step, the first thing I do is, you see right here where it says my introduction. I'm saying, hello, Chantel. My name is Larry with Senior Life Insurance Company. I help people with life insurance. Did I catch you at a bad time? Now, the reason why I asked them, did I catch them at a bad time? That's letting me know if I should continue talking to them.
Right.
Because they might say, yeah, you caught me at a bad time. I was sleeping and you woke me up. So now I know I shouldn't push forward this person because I'm going to have some resistance.
Right. Yep.
But if they say, yeah, you caught me at a bad time, but now that you done caught me, what you calling me for? So then I'll say, well, the reason why I'm calling you is because you requested some information via Facebook about some of our life insurance options. To be sure I'm not wasting your time, let me ask you this. Was this for yourself or someone else? You say all that without stopping, not giving them a chance to say nothing. And then they're gonna say it was for myself. And then depending on, because you're gonna know the person's age because you got the lead card. If it's an older person, they don't make decisions themselves. They might have to go through their children. So I may say, other than yourself, who would be involved with this decision? But see, you will know when to ask that question depending on the people you're talking to. Whenever I'm talking to women, I'm gonna ask that because their husband might have to make a decision.
Right.
When I'm talking to older people, I'm gonna ask that question because they might want to talk to their kids. But if I'm talking to a young man, I don't ask that question.
Okay.
Yep. And then once I get down to here, I'm qualifying the person, but everybody qualifies with us. 0 to 85 years old, you qualify. It doesn't matter if you got AIDS, if you're incarcerated, if you're in a coma, if you're in a nursing home, if you're incapacitated, everybody qualifies. So as long as they're not 86 years old.
Okay.
What I'm
so
doing,
that's the cutoff, 86.
Yeah, 86. But when I start saying this stuff right here, I'm letting this person know that I got your information. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, I see here, Chantel, that your birthday is 12/14/1968. So that makes you 68 years old. Is that correct? I see your address is 8431 Regal Lily Lane in Huntersville, North Carolina. Is that correct? Is this a house or an apartment?
Mhm.
Is this where you would like me to mail your policy? You know, see what I'm doing now is I'm getting some agreements.
Mhm.
I'm getting them to say yes, like yes, that's my age. Yes, that's my house. Yes, that's my address. Yeah, this is where I want it to be mailed at. I'm getting these bunch of yeses out of them because in a minute, after a while, I'm gonna start talking about getting some money out of them,
Mhm.
getting some social, getting their social, getting their banking information. So I'm trying to get some yeses out of them. So when I get down to that information, they more eager to give me another yes because they've been giving me some yeses.
Mhm.
All right. Once I get down here about the smoking, how tall are you, how much you weigh, if you got any of these issues, then I'm gonna get down here and find out what's the problem.
Uh-huh.
Because here's what the problem is. Now, Chantel, there's usually three reasons why someone mails the card back in, or why they call in off our TV commercial, or why they feel something on Facebook. Here's what the three reasons are.
Mhm.
One,
So that's kind of where you need to do your make your little alterations as needed within here. Because for
yeah,
somebody with the Facebook lead, it would be the mailing of the card back would be social media
yeah,
or
yeah.
Facebook.
So
Okay.
here now I got him to say some. I asked all these questions up here, so I'm pretty since I'm familiar with what the plans are. I'm once I ask these questions, I know what plan they're gonna qualify for from asking questions. If they smoke, chew, or dip,
Mhm.
if they smoke, chew, or dip, automatically they standard. I don't care how what their age is and how good a health they in.
Mhm.
If they smoke, chew, or dip, they automatic standard.
Okay.
All right. So I get down to here, and now I'm going to ask them these three important questions. I'm going to say, there's usually three reasons why you responded to us. You either one, do not have any life insurance
Mhm.
benefits. Two, you have some, you just want a little more. Or three, you want to leave some money to your loved ones. Now, Chantel, which one of them are you? All
Mhm.
right. When they tell me which one of them is them, then that I'm making a mental note because now I know why they submitted whatever they submitted. Now that's what I'm gonna focus on when I'm trying to close them.
Mhm.
So anytime Chanel, you start backing out, I'm gonna be like, Chantel, you told me you didn't have any life insurance, Chantel. We need to take care of that today.
Right.
Chantel, you told me that you had a policy, but you want a little bit more. We can take care of that today.
Mhm.
Chantel, you said you wanted to leave some money for your children, for your grandkids, or for Chantel. We can take care of it today because that's why you told me was the reasons why you mailed in the card or the reason why you called.
Mhm.
So I'm keep on putting pressure on them from what they told me,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna get down here. I already know now. I was like, Chantel, based off the information that you told me, you qualify for one of our immediate plans for day one coverage up to $20,000. Now, this
Mhm.
is a whole life policy. It builds cash value. The premium never increased. The face amount never decreased. There's no physical exam, and the benefits are paid within a 24-hour period. Now, you told me that you just wanted enough to take care of your barrier. Now, Chantel, 5,000 can take care of your barrier, but you qualify for up to 20,000. Which
Mhm.
one are you leaning towards? 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, or 20,000? Oh, well, I want to see how much it costs and what it's going to be. Well, I'm glad that you asked. Let me get out my iPad right here. I'm going to start putting the information into my iPad, and it's going to spit out what you qualify for.
Okay.
Now, when you've realized what plan they're going to qualify for. So on this sheet that you have, like if this person was a standard because they smoke or dip, then I'm gonna straight out get out my sheet that's for standard, and I'm gonna say, Chantel, now we're gonna do a recording later on, and that recording is gonna protect me and it's gonna protect you. There are some questions I'm gonna ask you on the recording, and you're gonna need to be able to say it in
Mhm.
the affirmative. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask you these questions now.
Mhm.
So because you don't want them to get on the recorder and they start stumbling
Right.
because we recording now. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask you all these questions now and tell you So, because I might ask them something, I'll be like, have you ever tested positive for the exposure to HIV? And then they might say, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good I caught it now before we got on the recorded and they said, yeah. Then I got to do the
Yeah.
application all over again.
Uh-huh.
So if they say, yeah, then I know that they don't qualify for standard anymore. It's got to be a guaranteed issue.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. So what questions for me, Chantel, about it, about what I went over so far?
None so far. Other than, and I'll just have to look up the each product sheet and look at the difference in the questions to see what's. I just need to familiarize myself with that. But I don't have any questions specifically for you. I think it's more of a just a I'm gonna have to do and learn type thing. But I
Yeah.
still would like to listen in live when you're calling,
Uh-huh.
just to kind of get a feel for the various responses you may get and how to kind of finagle those and
Yeah.
and still win the customer.
All right. Here's what you do. You just let me know when you're available. Text me, call me, or email me. Because here's when I make my calls. I call from 9 to 1
Mm-hmm.
and then 4 to 8.
Okay.
And here's why I do that. Because you got a regular job, you had to do all your calling when you get off work or either on Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I do this full time, and this is how you do it full time. From 9 to 1, you calling people that are 62 years old to 85 years old.
Okay.
Because older people get up early, right?
Yep.
And you got to get them early too before they start watching their soap operas and going to their doctor's appointments. So you call them between 9 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
After 1, it's gonna be a hard time to get the older people.
Yeah. Okay.
I call the young people, which are the people that are 61 years old and younger. I call them between 4 and 8.
Okay.
Because you ain't gonna better get them in the morning because if they party animals or whatever, they stayed up all night, they sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Or either they got regular jobs. So you won't necessarily be able to get them in the morning. So I call them in the evenings between 4 and 8. All right. If I don't get you between 9 and 1, which is the older people, if I don't get you between 4 and 8, which is the younger people, then I turn around, I call everybody on Saturday. I call everybody on Saturday and trying to get them, because here's what our mantra is. And this is what we used to say, and we still hold this true. When you out doing field sales, going out to people's houses. I don't go out to people's houses now because of the COVID, but that's what I used to do, go out to people's houses. If I got your lead card, I'm just showing up at your house, knocking on your door between 9 and dark 30. And if you ain't home, I'm leaving notices on your door. But what we say is, with a lead, when you start working lead, you don't throw away a lead until the person either buy, they die, or they call the police on you. So you keep going over to their house, you keep calling them, you keep texting them, you keep emailing them until you get them. Because what you're looking for, Chantel, you're looking for either a yes or a no.
Yeah.
Give me a yes or a no. I got your card here. You requested it. Tell me yes or tell me no, and I can stop bugging you. Now,
right.
During this in 2020, that people are not really answering their phone if they don't know your number. So what I do is, after I done called you a couple of times, if I can't get you, I text you.
Oh gosh, somebody at my door. I'm listening to you though.
Okay.
So you said
I said
text
that
folks.
if I called you a couple of times and they never get you, always getting voicemails and all that kind of stuff, I'll text you. And I'll keep texting you till you respond. Now, people are gonna respond to a text, won't they?
Yeah, they will.
Got they getting tired of you texting them,
especially the younger folks.
So I'll text them if I have a hard time getting them from calling them. You good to go? You got who was at your door?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay,
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Now, on this recording with this lady, here's what eventually happened with this lady. This lady had 10,000 already with Lincoln Heritage. And she even put her daughter on the phone with me because she was living with her daughter. She even put her daughter on the phone with me, and I talked to her daughter.
Hmm.
And what I end up doing is I end up getting another 5,000 for her on top of the 10,000 that she already had. And
Oh, nice.
and how I got it is here's what you tell people. We have the legacy assurance plan. The legacy assurance plan gonna save people money on their funeral because legacy gonna call the funeral home and negotiate the prices for them. And when legacy call the funeral home and negotiate the prices for them, it's gonna save them money. So I tell people, well,
Hmm.
just take a small policy out with us, and that'll take care of your burial. And then the other policy that you have, you can give that whole
Hmm.
policy to your loved ones. And that's how I get people to get another policy with us, even though they got one, because I tell them that you get a policy with us, so we can protect that
Hmm.
other policy that you have. And this how we protect that other policy. We protect it because now they do not have to surrender that policy over to the funeral home.
Okay.
Because you know, if you ever experienced a funeral before, you know what people do is they sign the policy over to the funeral home.
Right. Hmm.
So I tell the people, I'm gonna protect that policy for you, so you ain't gotta assign it over to the funeral home. Just take a policy out with us, and we'll take care of the funeral for you. So don't never let them shoot you one saying they already got some, because here's what I always do. I understand, Chantel, that you say you already got a policy. I just want to know, Chantel, what were you thinking about when you filled out this ad on Facebook? Um, what were you thinking about? Because
Hmm.
if you had it, you already got a policy, but you still figured it out. I mean, so you still filled it out. That means you still were thinking about something.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and
Yep.
that's how.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, so that's
Yeah,
all
I will. Yeah, because I got kids in here making a bunch of noise right now.
I
But
hear.
I will. You hear him?
Yeah,
And
I
the
hear
little
him.
youngest one just came in. He's the ringleader. But um, I'm so sorry. But so what I'll do is I'll let you know. So you call every day.
uh,
You
every day
make calls
except
every day.
for this stuff for, well, Thursday evening, because Thursday evening I'm doing training at 5:30, and then I'm doing a career overview at 7. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Okay.
Thursday morning, and then Friday, and then Saturday mornings.
Okay. So I'll text you probably between. I may text you tomorrow because my calendar is a little light. I may text you tomorrow just to listen in for a little bit.
Okay,
Cool.
cool. Hey, that's all
All
I got
right.
today. If you don't have, you got anything for me?
No, I don't have anything for you. That was it. I just wanted to kind of listen to a call before I call the leads that I have. But I do want to listen to it. I just want to listen to another live call just to
Yeah,
see how that goes. And then I'll try to make contact with the folks that I have,
yeah.
see if
You
I
got to
can get something popping.
yeah, you got to go and get them, because their attention span is just like kids. You got to get them while they're hot. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You got to get those leads while they're hot, because here's what
What's the
happens.
lag time? What's the lag time between the person contacting trying to contact the company and the leads being generated?
Well, the leads that I be sending y'all, they just
Hmm.
called in because I'm getting them off leads the way.
Okay.
The person just some somebody died in their family and they had no money, so they saw the commercial, so they called.
You know what? And you know the sad part, because when I be thinking about that when I'm at funerals, I'm like, I could give out my card because that's the perfect time to catch people. Because everybody, I need to get some life insurance because you never know when somebody's gonna go, and a lot of people nowadays don't really have life insurance like they should. So I be wanting to, but I be like feeling like it's so insensitive to do that. So
Yeah,
I
but hey,
don't
it is what it is.
know.
It is what it is. You know, you're trying to help families, help other families at the same time helping your own family.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
right.
and they need it. You know, it's not like it's something we're offering that the people don't need. They need it. You know, and somebody gonna pay.
Yeah.
They're either gonna pay now or they're gonna pay later, but somebody gonna pay.
Okay, later.
Yeah,
That's very true.
yeah, somebody gonna
Very
pay.
true.
Yeah.
Yep. But okay,
All right, just give me a holler if
I will
you need
give
me.
you a text, like I said, either between tomorrow, Monday. Huh?
I said, just holler at me when you need me.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Hey, you're welcome. Take care. Have a good night.
You too. Thanks. Bye.
Bye bye.